What is up, YouTube? My name is Caleb Diggs. I mean, obviously, that's the channel's name. I don't know why I just told you that. Anyways, this is obviously my first video, and as I was searching for videos to make a critique on, this popped up, America's Cheapest Mother by TLC. And I was like, TLC, they have some banging content, and I was not disappointed. So let's get into it, and if you like the video, maybe consider subscribing, liking, I don't know, whatever you want to do. And without further ado, let's get into it.
My kids are total cheapskates. They know we don't waste anything.
So like I just imagine them going to the store and the mom like picking out something and the kid being like, "No, we have that at home. You don't need it." And they put it back.
Eat every bite of food on your plate. Pick up every penny you see. Good job, mister.
Doesn't seem that cheap, does she? I mean,
Sit
look
here.
at the house
Okay,
she's living
you
in.
can sit here.
And the dress and the shoes, like it doesn't seem like she's struggling that hard. But who am I to judge? Like let's see how this plays out.
A typical family of 5 can spend up to $3,000 a month on household necessities.
Hey guys, you ready to eat some breakfast?
But Jordan, a 27-year-old housewife in Utah, spends less than half of that.
The juice, we water it down big time. 1 part juice to 5
Those
parts water.
poor kids drinking juice water, apple juice water at that.
You guys want some waffles? Yeah! It's all about not wasting anything, and the way to do that is, we call it rationing. I'm gonna give you guys some cereal, okay? We're gonna give you 14, so tell me when to stop. Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4.
And remember, you need to eat all your Cheerios, or next time you only
Damn.
get 12.
She's like counting out Cheerios for these kids, and then she's like, if you don't count them out or if you don't eat them, you only get 12. And if you don't clean the room, you only get 5 Cheerios. You can starve.
On a scale of 1 to 10 of being a cheapskate, 10 being the highest, I'd probably say I'd 11.
Bubba? Why? That's what I don't get. Why do they call him Bubba?
Okay, Priya, you ready for your 2 lines of waffles?
Yeah.
Waffles are awesome because they have those lines like a grid.
I also love grid-shaped food.
And so Hutch is 3, so he gets 3 lines of waffles. And I know that people a lot of times think some of my methods are a little extreme. Bacon's for Christmas.
Bacon's for Christmas. Like, she's like, what? Bacon? That's for rich people.
They think I'm a little crazy, but I don't know if I care because it works. How much toilet paper do you think Hutch should have?
Jordan has found some of the biggest savings in the bathroom, cutting her family's use of toilet paper from 300 rolls a year to only 40.
The way to stretch your money is to make everything count. 3? Should we do 3? Okay, let's rip 1. How much do you think Daddy should use?
So this whole family is walking around with swamp ass, basically, because they're rationing out toilet paper, like little sheets of toilet paper. They're probably walking around with like dingleberries and stuff.
I'm 4.
Jordan always harps on me for using too much toilet paper.
Okay, let's try it.
It's a sensitive subject. But she wants to at least try and make that roll go farther.
She's trying to make it go a little farther. I mean, come on. She gives me toilet paper, like that much toilet paper, and my ass is chafed all the time, and I
4.
Awesome. Okay, now put that under Daddy's. I was just wondering if you guys had any food that you're not using, like leftovers.
This lady's like,
She's not proud. It's like, hey, if you're going on vacation, you need to empty out your fridge, bring it over.
So this lady is walking to people's houses asking for their leftovers. It's pretty bad. She just comes in their house and like scrapes off their plates that they're done with. She's like, let me get in your garbage disposal and see if you have any leftovers. Oh, let me go in your pantry. Why?
People are still willing to give her food.
Hey, Chris. How's it going? I was actually wondering if you guys had any leftovers or any food that you're not using.
She's like, oh shit, here comes Jordan again. She's gonna ask me for my food, for my leftovers. All her neighbors must think she's pretty bonkers.
I've got some lettuce.
I got some lettuce. I got lettuce.
Sometimes I'll give her eggs and sometimes some stuff from our garden. But I know that she's very frugal, and so I know she's probably gonna put it to good use somehow.
I know she's really crazy. I mean frugal.
Hey, good luck.
Have a good one.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Jordan's monthly food bill comes out to a mere $180, thanks to her creative money-saving solutions.
So this is what I like to call an end loaf. In our house, we go through a lot of bread, and a lot of people don't like to eat the heels of bread, but Bubba likes it, my kids love it, and it's still good, so after a while, it makes an entire loaf worth.
Jordan's been trying to find out even more ways of being a cheapskate at home.
Jordan's been finding even more ways to be like a crazy bitch. I mean cheapskate.
So one of the ways that she tried was dashboard cookies.
Dashboard cookies. I wonder what's gonna happen next.
A neighbor of mine, she gave us some cookie dough that was about to expire. I bake cookies without using any power, and it doesn't make your house hot.
With the car temperature at 160 degrees, she's finished baking for free in 2 hours.
Oh my god. So she takes the frozen cookies and puts them on a sheet and then puts them in the car to fucking bake the cookies. It's crazy. She's like taking a frozen pizza out there and puts it in the car in our roast. She's like checking the weather to make sure it's hot enough to bake cookies in her car that day. She's like, ooh, it's 100 degrees outside. Time to bake some cookies.
And it's this cheap thinking that's led Jordan to her newest and perhaps most extreme penny-pinching plan yet.
There's a new trend with backyard farming where I think we have plenty of space in the back and we're fenced. That I think if we
Wait a minute.
No, hear me out. We could raise a pig and then get a ton of pork out of it. Upwards of $3.50 per dozen for eggs. You pay $10 for a chicken, 6 chickens a day. I mean, that's...
The husband's like, I didn't sign up to be a farmer, lady.
incredible. That's great savings.
What would our neighbors think of that?
Our neighbors might think we're crazy, but I think we could prove them wrong. Look at all these chickens.
Look at all those chickens.
Jordan spends only 3.5% of the family's income on food, 2/3 less than the national average. Today, she hopes to lower that number even further.
We're in the market for some farm animals.
What do you want to look at?
Well,
Chickens.
I mean, they have a point. Like, if you live in the country and like own land and shit, but you live in the suburbs, you can't just be having pigs and chickens in your backyard, waking up your neighbors. Like, you need land to own farm animals, and just because you're a cheapskate doesn't mean you get to ruin everybody else's nights by having your roosters fighting.
the research I've done has shown that you can raise your own animals for a fraction of the cost as it would be to buy an organic package of meat or eggs or milk at the grocery store.
Yeah, just hold it like this. Hold nice and firm.
Nice.
Don't let it get away.
So how many eggs will each chicken lay?
Chicken will lay an egg about every 26 hours.
Oh, that's awesome. That's like half dozen a day. That's a lot of eggs.
As soon as the chickens start squawking and making noise, her neighbors are going to be irritated with it.
See, this dude gets it. He understands. He's like, nah, your neighbors aren't gonna like that shit.
Here are some goats.
Hi. Oh, they're cute.
Especially with the goats. When they poop on her lawn, she's not going to like that.
All right, let's see if she's about that farming life, because newsflash, I don't think she is.
Ready for bacon?
Yeah. So this baby would cost $80.
$80? Oh man.
then you would have to pay $30 a month in feed.
At least the baby pig's gonna stay here, so we don't have to take care of it.
Oh my gosh.
Her neighbors are like, oh, Jordan's at it again.
I have no idea what it's gonna be like having goats and chickens in our backyard. Well, it looks like the goat's doing his business. That's a great start to having animals in our house, huh?
You can tell he's like so over this shit. He's like, no chicken, no more chickens.
It's okay.
So obviously this is like reality TV, and it seems kind of fake, but being cheap is one thing, but when your kids need to eat, like obviously you need to spend money on them and feed them properly. Meanwhile, she's walking around in like nice clothes and nice heels and stuff. You're making your kids count Cheerios. Like, it's just not a good look. And I mean, this is TLC. This is a reality. So I could be wrong. They might be using editing and stuff to make her look more cheap than she actually is. But from the way it looks in the video, it seems like she needs to feed her kids is what it looks like. And stop cutting back on toilet paper. People need toilet paper. I know you want to be cheap, but I'm not trying to walk around with swamp ass all day. So that is my first video in the books. If you want to subscribe, like, do it. I don't care. I mean, I do care, but please, I care. I will be posting every week, probably every Sunday. I'll try at least. My schedule's a bit hectic, but I kind of want to do this YouTube thing. I kind of want to be a content creator, and if you guys could help me out, that'd be great. Also, the link to my Twitch is down there. I stream every once in a while. I don't play video games per se. Sometimes I do, but sometimes I just watch YouTube videos, and people send me YouTube videos to react to and stuff and watch. So that'd be a lot of fun, I think. So, thanks. Bye.